The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchdown. Touchback. On first down, it's Smith. Dumps it off for Geis. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On second down, here's Smith. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Here's Smith. Josh Doxson's got it, complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Throw left side, complete. That's Richardson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That's good for a Redskin first down. Richardson on the reception from Smith. Smith will bring his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. And an alley to run. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Here's Smith now on second down. And it's incomplete. That his first incompletion after a 4 for 4 start.
Yeah, but they shouldn't back off from what they're doing. I like the play calling right out of the gate. I like the tone that they're setting. Keep going in that direction.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Out of the gun, Smith. It's brought in by Doxson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. First carry for Darius Geis. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Smith finding his big tight end read for a Redskins first.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. From the gun, here's Smith. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Now Smith on 3rd and goal. And this is caught in the end zone. It's Dotson for the Redskins touchdown. Josh Doxson, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Redskins take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Garoppolo looks to throw. A quick throw, but incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And this is going to be incomplete.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. Goodwin able to haul it in. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Now McKinnon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. He's going to air one out. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of 6 there on 1st. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Preston Smith leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle, 30 yards. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. Gould with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offensive.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Smith on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Richardson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On first down, Smith under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Solomon Thomas able to drop him for a loss of 4.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
To throw on second down is Smith. And the pressure gets to him again. Solomon Thomas. And the 49ers going to take another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Smith now to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. So 1:56 to play in this first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. They run it with McKinnon. Good move at the 30. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. First down now, but that clock rolling. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert, down to the 25. Sean Dion Hamilton was there to bring him down defensively. The 49ers moving hastily. They're scurrying to the line. Garoppolo now. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now Garoppolo. That's going to be caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
They'll try and power it in with Juszczyk. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Well, while we have a second here, how about we get bold and make a couple Super Bowl predictions?
Hey, why not? Let's go ahead and put ourselves on the spot.
Just more fodder for the angry people. What do you think? Who's going to win it? Who's going to be the MVP?
Well, my prediction for this one is the New England Patriots win the football game. They win it 32-30. The MVP, the McCourty twins, Jason and Devin. They both get 2 interceptions apiece, and instead of splitting the trophy, they wrestle for it right there on the 50-yard line post-game because, you know, sibling rivalries, one always wants the upper hand.
Okay, that's bold. I'll go Rams on a Greg Zuerlein 44-yarder from the right hash as time expires.
44?
MVP Todd Gurley, 2 touchdowns, 1 catching, 1 rushing.
I like it.
There
You don't like the McCourty thing, though.
No, I do. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. As they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They are going for it. It's Smith. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. They go play action here on 1st down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin as time expires in the first half. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Gold to add the extra point. Gold with the extra point. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there.
And now look at him go. Past the 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there, 75 yards. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. So now we look at the Redskins offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes...
That's caught at the 25. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big play there, Smith to Dotson. 75 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. They come out here in the eye. Geis, they'll try to run it. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Redskins are able to close the gap just a bit. Hopkins with the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
Garoppolo on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. And he rifles one incomplete. Well, partner, after the conference championship games, there was a lot of talk about the overtime rules, understandably so. Do you think that anything needs to be changed in the NFL overtime situation?
I don't think so. And you got to remember, I'm an old crone, all right? So here's the deal on it. The NFL jumped into popularity with an overtime game. The Baltimore Colts being the New York Giants. Back in, what was it, 1959, 58, 59? That's when the NFL really came into prominence, and it was sudden death. Alan Amici, the Colts got the ball, they scored. No one talked about anything but, boy, what an exciting game. As time went on, people started talking about fairness. So the overtime rule finally got changed. If you score first with a touchdown, the game's over. Otherwise, you keep playing. I think that's pretty cool. And in our 2 championship games this year, we had overtime in both. Tom Brady and the Patriots won the toss, went downfield, scored a touchdown, ball game. Drew Brees and the Saints won the coin toss. Threw an interception. The Rams kicked the field goal and won. Defense still exists if you care to play it.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. On second down, here's Garoppolo. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Preston Smith coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Preston Smith in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
11.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
On 1st and 10, Smith. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. To throw is Smith. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He's got a man complete. 20, 10, and he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Paul Richardson, 87 yards. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Only a couple there, so he'll be brought down about the 28. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. They'll fake it. Now Smith dumps it off for Geis. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. The Redskins on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
5. You got 50. Good Liz. Orange.
Smith throwing again. On the move to his left. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Paul Richardson with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Redskins are able to make this a close game again. Extra point good by Hopkins. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. This game has really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim one-score lead. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Goodwin. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Garoppolo now, first down throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48.
Hey, back up, back up, back up, back up. Hey, they're scared, they're scared. Good Liz. Orange.
After the interception, here's Smith. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Washington. Josh Doxson, 52 yards. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Now Garoppolo throwing on second. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Ryan Kerrigan in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. He's at the 40, past the 20, and across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Dante Pettis, 85 yards. And the 49ers have moved out in front. And, Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is. I mean, he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. But they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Play action. It's Smith. Dancing to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. On first down, this is Geis. Now another. And now running right through it. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play.
Hey, on. Slot.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. And this is caught in the end zone. It's Dotson for the Redskins touchdown. Josh Doctson from 8 yards out. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored a point,
he can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Ryan Kerrigan in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Here's McKinnon. Finding room at the 30. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
McKinnon. Tackle made there by Zach Brown. Clock running, about to hit 90 seconds to go in the game.
At this stage, you've got to hustle, got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
Quick slant there gets him the first down, 6 yards on the play.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. To throw is Garoppolo. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Smith. He'll check it down to Geis. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time. We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball on the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
Geis with the carry on 2nd down. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Third down. Here's Geis. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So now it all comes down to Dustin Hopkins. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So now it all comes down to Dustin Hopkins. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And they'll be all smiles in Georgetown tonight as the Redskins have won it. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Redskins as we say so long from FedEx Field.